So where should I start and how should I put all of this in context? Anyway, I'm an entrepreneur and I own a company specializing in project management and project development. I started it 1 year ago with 2 of my best friends. Things were going on and off like any startup in its beginning. We kept working and grinding and eventually things started to get better. In September last year, we nailed our first 7-figure contract ever. We were hyped and optimistic about the project. Before we started, I had a friend other than the 2 co-founders who was having a hard time struggling in life. He works in the same field as me, so I reached out to him and offered him a position. He agreed. My other 2 partners were not happy, but I convinced them he would be a great choice. Later on, my friend told me he would bring another mutual person we both know to help with the technical aspects, assuring me they would split the paycheck so it wouldn't be an extra cost. After some thought, I agreed. Days went by, and on our first working day in the project, I met my friend and his friend in my office. I showed them their roles and we started. They were supposed to write reports about every task, which I verified myself before discussing with my partners and the client. My friend and his friend were working under my watch and I was truly responsible for them like a freelancer or an external employee. Everything seemed fine until, after 5 months into the contract, I discovered that my friend knew nothing about our field. Instead, he was passing the tasks to his friend, who was intentionally sabotaging our project and providing false progress data. When I found out, I felt angry. I reached out to the guy who was supposed to be doing the work and confronted him, and he admitted to purposefully messing up the project as revenge for being bullied in school. I was shocked and wanted to react aggressively, but I calmed down and left without telling my partners. I haven't contacted my friend either. I'm trying to process this in my head. Why would someone carry so much hate all this time? We were kids back then. You didn't stand up for yourself back then, and now you're trying to sabotage the adult me who gave you an opportunity to become someone better. It's frustrating. That's the end of the story, but the comments for the story are something else. Let me share with you some of them. Bullying can affect a person for their entire life. It's not always something you can just get over. I would be willing to bet your bullying him was pretty extreme, or else he wouldn't have gone to such lengths for payback. This is your karma for being a bully. I suggest you get together with your co-founders and figure out how to fix this. Not telling them isn't going to remedy anything at this point. You don't get to start something and then decide how the person you started it with ends it. This is all on you, not only for being a bully, but for doing things before discussing it with your partners. Lesson learned, I guess. Who was the coward when you were bullying him? Payback is a I guess you being a bully backfired. Kudos to him for F you over. You deserved it. I think you just gotta ignore these tats. I can't believe they are siding with the dude. I think it's more like he doesn't know the work and is hating on you because you have it going on. That being bullied excuse is bullshit. He is just a hater couldn't fill his responsibilities that he said he could. So he acted like a total piece of shit and came up with the bully shit to justify it. I would have trouble not whipping his ass like he deserves. No good deed goes unpunished. Sounds a lot like you're still a bit of a bully, to be frank. You brought on 2 people against your partner's wishes, didn't properly vet them and their qualifications, and split a paycheck between them, which has to be somewhat illegal, and gave them the opportunity to sabotage your career. There's a lot of misses there, and I'm sure you said it would be fine, it would all be okay. You're angry because of how this impacts you now, but the question is out there. Did you bully so many people that you don't even remember bullying this person? Because they remember you. Granted, they probably won't feel better about their actions down the road, but it also sounds like you don't regret any of it either. I think you're going to need to do a lot of damage control in all areas of life here. But you overrode your partner's wishes to help someone. And have you ever taken ownership of the things you did 13 years ago? An apology, however late in life, may have mitigated this damage. And right now, they're still thinking about you. Share with us what you think in the comment. Does his action deserve this revenge that could ruin his life?